Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M40 M43. It's the Tier 8 American SPG. This one's located on the North Sport of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of DJJamesBound. Yes, he's at it again. He's got the 8-inch howitzer. It's a short, fat one that doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle. That's all you can say. It's the 8-inch if it's fat. If it's not fat, it's long and points over the end. It's the 155mm gun, as on the M40. Okay, it's based on the M4. It was an Arty that was built during the war, but they didn't actually put them into full production until after the war. They had a couple of prototypes of the M40, M43 that, well, not prototypes as such, the first production model that was sent over to Europe, and they were used during the campaign against the Germans. But the majority of the M40, M43s eventually saw action in Korea. Enemy Scorpion, dead Scorpion. First shot, 740 hit points, and he took a hit also from somebody else at the same time. So yeah, he was out the game. Excellent score for the first kill of the game. Okay, we've got a couple of others behind. Standard reload time with the 8-inch is 44.1 seconds. It's 900 alpha, and he's reduced that reload time to 36.29, so it's a reduction of 8 seconds. He's dialing in on the Tourvan, who's using the wreck for cover. Not a good decision, but the round actually hit the wreck, so it did work for the Tourvan on this occasion. Sometimes if you aim for the wreck, you can splash the enemy tank that happens to be behind it. But on this occasion it didn't work, because I think the shell actually hit the hard armor on the Scorpion, and it deflected most of the splash away from the Tourvan. Up on top of the hill we've got a Renegade. We're dialing in. Oh, he fired that a bit prematurely, but he hit somebody. Somebody was up there alongside the Renegade. It wasn't the Renegade he hit. I think it was somebody else that we'll find out later, who was very close to the Renegade. In fact, it looks like it might be their light tank. Because they had a Senlak up there as well, and I think the Senlak was the one that took the hit. If so, the Senlak probably has virtually no hit points anymore. Okay, we're having a quick look down the far end of the railway line just to see if we can spot the tracer from the enemy Arty. They've got an SU-14 too, the school bus. Number of trees gone down at the centre line. Their L2432 is moving around inside the bulb, but he's going to be difficult to hit as long as he keeps moving. If he does get a hit, this will be interesting, but well, there's two enemy tanks. The Senlak is still fully healthy. Not anymore. Oh, we're firing around directly at that position. Oh, he got a splash kill on the Senlak. The shell went long and landed right alongside the Senlak. I thought that the Senlak was going to get away with that one, but that was really lucky. The shell went long, and he caught the Senlak. The shell landed right next door to him and put him out of the game. Which means it wasn't the Senlak that he hit with that blind shot. It could have been the Renegade. It might have been somebody else. Okay, we're going to try and get the Lerva, but he's not fully dialed in yet. So we're hoping that somebody will spot those guys for us. But looking over here on the reverse side of that slope, there's the Renegade. Now he's still fully healthy as well. Somebody's pushing the Senlak wreck over the edge of the hill, and that one hit the Renegade for sure, because that was aimed in that direction. Yes, the Renegade is stunned, so it was him. And somebody's pushing the Senlak over the edge of the cliff. So not bad so far. 2 blind hits have gone out in the game. He's already got 969, so he's probably got closer to 2,000 hit points by now. Now, the total ammo on the 8-inch is 16 rounds. That one went long. And you notice that DJ James has actually picked 1 round of armor piercing and 2 rounds of premium HE and 7 rounds of HE. He's normally, in a battle like this with the M40, M43, you'd normally expect to use all of the ammo in the game. I haven't had many games with the M40, M43 where I haven't got close to running out of ammo right at the end of the game. Almost ready. Rounds out. 64 hit points of splash. That's very low. That U252 driver's Object 252 U driver is very lucky. The Renegade is down to 425 now. That's after one of the blind hits. You see how much he's dropped. The Tornvon's a one-shot. If we can land a round next door to him, he will expire. Lining him up. Almost there. Get ready. Here we go. Rounds out. Looks good. Oh! RNG said no. And the shell went long. Tornvon lives again. Up on top of the hill, the Renegade is now down to a splash kill again. But only a near miss. Well, not near miss, but you can miss by a fair distance and still kill him. He wants that Tornvon. Almost ready. Okay. Rounds out straight away. And he got him this time. Or at least he's got that one. That's his 3rd kill of the game. Of course, the first one was the first kill of the game altogether. And there goes the Renegade. So he's out the game. He was an easy kill, but the easy kill actually went to the Shrek. The Lurven's going to be slightly more difficult, but if he stays side on like that, he is going to make himself a fairly easy target. Rounds out. Yep, he's gone. So 6 rounds of ammo left out of 16. 3 rounds of HE, 2 of premium HE, and 1 armor piercing. Now that Object 252U, if you put an armor piercing round into him, he'd certainly feel it. And the Shrek has platooned. He's got 3 kills. DJ James has got 4. Okay, that Object 252U, I'd be extremely tempted to put an armor piercing through him. Rounds out. Another direct hit. Well, he said near close, so it must have landed in front of him, not actually on him, but it finally did 367 hit points of damage. But he got rid of his stun fairly quickly, so he could pull back from the center line. There's still a number of tanks out there to kill, though. But this is the one with the hardest armor. He's loading another HE round. You might want to keep the HE for the thin-skinned vehicles that are further away. Rounds out. Only 18. So it's last round of HE. And then he's onto the premium HE with no stun and, of course, the armor piercing. That was pretty fatal, that one. The Borsig got the kill on that one. The 252U is, well, badly injured now. But remember, this is the last round of HE. Rounds out. And he got the kill. But now he is loading the premium HE with no stun. So 5 kills now for DJ James. He's having a really good game. 1 more kill. He's got the top gun. Now, the Astron is actually moving closer to the railway line. Their Arty, the Su-14-2, might be down that end. Looks like he's actually, no, he's over the other side. He's definitely over the other side. There he is. Oh, not enough time to dial in. And the last enemy is the SU-40, the SU-130 PM. And he is definitely in this corner because he just killed our Gonzalo. They're all closing in. He's going to be behind the bushes, I think. A little further to the right. They haven't found him yet. There he is. And he doesn't live very long. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker game for DJJamesBound in the M40, M43. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, which is 1 short of getting a Top Gun and also 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10, and he got a Brothers in Arms because he platooned with somebody else who also had at least 3 kills. That was the Shrek, and so they picked up that award as well for getting that many kills. 3,956 was the win 8, so that's high CPU income. And let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. Actually, that went to the SU-130 PM on the enemy team, who got a high caliber and tank sniper for 3,913 hit points. And I guess he got that medal just at the last minute when he killed the Gonzalo, because the second highest damage was the Astron Rex, who got 3,763. And the third highest damage went to DJJamesBound with 2,694. So I think the Astron was in with a chance of getting the high caliber until the Gonzalo blundered into the sights of the SU-130 PM and got taken out of the game. When it came to kills, though, yep, that went to DJJamesBound. He got 5 kills. 3 kills went to the Shrek, which means that they got 8 kills between them. That means they killed more than anyone else altogether on their team. 2 kills went to the Astron Rex and also to the SU-130 PM and the ISU-152 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it's the Astron who did the best with 1,186, and I guess that was because he was spotting. Yep, there, 1,970 spotting off that, as well as the 3,763 that actual damage that he did. And the second highest base XP went to DJJamesBound, who got 953, followed by the Gonzalo, who did 843. He fired 13 rounds in that game, so he still had 3 rounds spare at the end of the game, but it just goes to show you can run out of ammo with the M40, M43. So you do need to be careful which rounds you actually select and where you place them. 5 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration on the enemy. I'm pretty sure that that was the Scorpion right at the start of the game. Yes, it was. Look at that. Went straight through him for 740. So he must have got hit by one of our teammates just momentarily before the round arrived, and that dropped his hit points down, and then the penetrating shot just overwhelmed what was left, because it's 900 alpha, so he must have taken exactly what was left afterwards. He also got 11 splashes on the enemy, 2,694 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 325 hit points, a stun assist off 7 stuns. Not much in the way of stun assist off this one, but then the tanks mostly were on the other side of a ridgeline, so it was very difficult for his teammates to actually get shots at them. 35,271 credits for the battle, 17,636 from personal reserves, a total of 52,907 credits altogether, and after ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away a profit of 8,597 credits, 25 bonds because he completed a mission, 1,429 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 714 from personal reserves, took away 3,573 experience points altogether. Let's have a quick look at the armor profile for this vehicle. There you go. Okay, well, you can see that the armor is very, very thin indeed. With the collision model, you can see that it's only basically 12.7 millimeters on the upper plate there. We've got the engine up front rather than at the back, as it normally would be in an M4. And then, of course, got with the driver and driver's mate with those hatches. The transmission plate, which is what that thing is there, is actually quite thick. That's a 108 millimeters thick, but with the, it being so thick, actually it gives effective protection for both the gunner and the driver, as well as the actual transmission itself. But the rest of the vehicle doesn't provide much in the way of protection, so any shell that impacts anywhere on the body other than the transmission is likely to go straight through. You can see that, yes, even if you aim from above, any angle, the only one that doesn't pass through is that transmission plate. It does protect the crew. Let's have a quick look at the modules. Okay, you can see there, driver on the right-hand side, driver's mate on the left-hand side, transmission up front in front of them. And there's the engine directly behind them with two fuel tanks either side sandwiching it. The fuel tanks are kind of exposed because remember, it's only 12.7 millimeters armor actually protecting those tanks. The ammo racks are directly behind them, so you can see you just hit anywhere underneath the gun support and you're likely to intersect something that's critical for the tank. We've got the ammo racks there, we've got the loaders in front of it on that side, then the gunner at the very back. On this side we've got the tank commander, then we've got the loader, and the radio is in between, well, it's on the other side of the loader. You would have thought they would have reversed that or put it around the other way, but they didn't. So that's where everything is on the M40, M43. Well, this is not the last of the replays from DJJamesBound. Yeah, he's been very busy recently and he sent us in some more, so I'll get on with those ones straight away, and hopefully you'll be seeing them in a couple of hours' time. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.